Apologies, this is part two. But there are people, those of us of rare, okay, bloodlines and lineage, that these people are slowly trying to use government and mandates and all these things to weed them out. What they were doing was trying to weed out again who was Protestant and who, was Catholic, so that they can line them up and put targets on their back. Those are the exact words that they said. So they're trying to figure out who is asleep and who from the antidote possibly, and who is awake, so that they know who to target. There is something coming here. There is a shutdown. There is something coming. And sometimes I feel like I'm the odd man left out because of the gift that I have. And because I don't like to use it recklessly. I only like to use it when Source puts something on me. But something is going on. Something is going on. Something is getting brewed up here. I have nothing against Russia. I have nothing against China, but I sense some movement here. I have nothing personal against any of these people that I speak about on this platform. I just have a gift that I should be free to utilize and, again, sound the alarm, because nobody else is talking about it. Nobody's going to say anything about it. And I know that, again, it can be tricky because you cannot believe everything that you see on the media. But this is why I feel like some of us can see through the cracks. I know y'all know. I don't care what color you are. I know, regardless if it's this or teetering on the edge of something like this. I know that you know. When you're looking at some of this stuff, it just doesn't seem right to you. It doesn't seem right. Let's talk about this. Let's see what this says here. Hold on. Let's see what the term says about parent in etymology. I already told you guys, be careful about the terms that are being thrown around here. Okay? It is possible that some of us are under a form of a conservativeship or something. Okay? Some people, like I told you before, one group is used to regulate something, and then once they're done with that group, they eliminate them, and then that group is used to regulate something, and then when they're done using them, they will eliminate them. So while people were getting fat like fat cats and storing up all these goods or selling them off to foreign nations or each other or whoever they were selling it off to, now it's time to pay up. Keeping other people in the dark while they ran around here. And again, they did the same thing that they claim so-called white people only did in history, in antiquity. Y'all remember on Moana when she was on that boat, and then they ran into those coconuts, but they called them Moors. And they said they just gonna steal it from you. And I think Maui said something like, "You dirty Moors." So again, should we not be able to watch? Should our children and should we not be able to watch the Moana movie anymore? Was there something to that? If you go back in history, is there something to that? When we look at what is going on right now, is there something to that energy? Or do some people hate somebody that can actually possibly work with other people to help turn things around in this country so much because of jealousy, envy, and strife? Because they're in their feelings about about something that they feel or they believe, but they think everybody else should think that too. So you want to force everybody not to be able to talk about things. You want to force everybody to think how you think, or they're going to be punished. Are you not doing the same thing that these people are doing? Because you're afraid of something? You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed, and it's really undermining and it's really insulting, actually. It says a mother or father, I don't like seeing, I don't care if it's the littlest person at the bottom or the biggest person at the top. It's always somebody waiting to to get their clutches or to get their hands on somebody. And I do not like that energy. I don't like that energy at all. To try to jail somebody and lie about what you're actually doing and put out some bogus stuff on the news, or again, play off of that storyline when you know you're talking about something else. And confine people. and mentally, physically, and spiritually torture people. And you have other people watching and not saying anything while families are being tortured and children are being. This is a fucking shame. I see something else going on here in the background. Now, rather somebody is trying to use this to project that energy because they have the power over the media in order to get me to react. But I already know the shit been going on already anyway. So didn't know you had to do that. Unless the whole world woke up and everything was fine and nobody's doing anything horrible to anybody and I'm in a fucking bubble, okay? And everybody's laughing because everything in the world is cleaned up and there's no more crime, there's no more nothing, and I'm the last one sitting here seeing this shit, right? Because if you're seeing this, then you must want negative things to happen. No. Look at how beautiful everything is, you know? You don't have anything to worry about unless that's where we're at right now. Somebody can raise their hand and tell me. If it's not, then we're on the verge of losing any bit of so-called freedom that we have left, and any people that are still here that will be able to fight for what is supposed to be coming for your children and your grandchildren in the future. Let's see what a parent is. A parent or a father, a forebearer, an ancestor, an old French parent, father, parent, relative, kin. And directly from Latin, let's see, father or mother, ancestor. Okay, let's see. Bring forth, give birth, to produce. So what this is making me think, again, by scrying and using a gift, that nobody on this earth is going to arrest me for doing what I have been sent here to do by something that is a higher force than any of you. You better, this is what I'm saying. So you're not going to threaten me or make me feel some kind of way about it. The way that these people are, it's insulting to me. You don't even have the right to even stand in front of me and speak to me. This is talking about, again, possibly spiritually guiding, right? Or an internship or someone being taken under someone's wing, okay, to be taught by how to do something. And I call it the clear port because, again, it's hard to explain this without somebody trying to hurry up and spin you off as mentally ill. But really, we're just gifted. And as long as you use those gifts and you stay in line and we can use them at our advantage, they're okay. But if you start to see something is wrong or some holes there, okay, and you start to call them out, then you can't have those gifts no more. You may end up being locked up somewhere and never let out. And then while people sit off and laugh, it can be you and your children next. Matter of fact, once they get rid of us, it will be. Matter of fact, I mean, because I think everybody forgot about the so-called conspiracies, theories, and things that are so-called conspiracies. I say that because some of them happen to be really true. Let's not worry about an alien invasion, because if you look at the term, it's not really talking about green men flying in the sky. It's already happened. The flood has already occurred. So while we fighting against each other or don't like somebody else, so we don't want to help, give them a helping hand or help lead them in a direction, we'll turn against our own people. And we did it to ourselves. You can't blame the white man this time. And white people can't, so-called white people can't blame black people. You can't even, your Americans need just to blame Americans. To produce, bring forth. Because again, you are the produce. You are the fruit. Some of you are low-hanging fruit and some are not. What they're doing is making royal heirs, and those who are gifted that have special gifts and things like that, they're making you the low-hanging fruit. Period. Everything is too quiet, but I can still hear. They try to use witchcraft and sorcery and things like this, but I still have some form of clarity here when it comes to big things. Began to replace native elders after 1500. So again, this is telling me, again, we could be talking about the trees, Okay. Told you guys how somebody moved in my neighborhood and cut down all the trees in their yard and make it look silly over there. If there's no special way, there's nobody saying nobody's too special and they're the only ones know how to do it. People are so used to ruckus and things like that. They don't have no time to slow down. They look at somebody like me that probably just in hermit mode, stick to myself. And I'm just really going within with source and trying to figure out how to heal the earth and also giving out my energy I feel to others and things like this. And you look at it like weird or I should be doing something else with my time. No, this is my job. And if these people weren't going against me, I would be in that White House right now doing the job with people that want to do the job, that want to teach me how to do the job, because I'm very innovative. I have the ideas. I have that mothering energy. I am fair and balanced. I try to do what I do, non-biased. I believe people have the right. The worst, I don't like mass manipulation, and I do not like when people try to jail or silence people for their opinions. Like, where do people do that at? Not in America. It's sickening. And for other people, because your feelings are going to be hurt. Well, sometimes something that hurts your feelings is something that saves your life. This is a connection that we have with this soil. This is a connection that we have with this earth, with these trees, with this water, with the air, if it's not polluted. This is a connection we have with each other. I don't care what the hell your skin look like. It's a connection we have with each other. Even the newer immigrants that are that have come in. When I'm talking about that, I'm not trying to throw any type of shade towards those people. I am just clearly someone that likes to respect this story as much as possible and relay it the way that we've been taught it, and then see what the discrepancies are there. That's all that I do. That's all I've been doing on the platform, to give people a different way of seeing it. Because the people that are coming in, they will not revere or regard the old or the new, the old world Indians or the new people coming in. It will be a camp here, a third world country, a Uyghur or whatever fucking camp, allegedly. Entrepreneurship and things like that are going up in the country. Things that whatever is going down and whatever is being restricted is because the people that are controlling, that have their hands in the backs of these politicians and these policies, are trying to control the narrative. It's not organic. It's not natural. I don't know what other country this shit is going on in, but I know one thing. Something is not right about this. A father or mother, one who begets, again, or adopts, begets is adopt, kidnap, right? Inherit, okay? Governors, right? Okay, so they want governor. I mean, is this what this is? Because I don't know much about. I just know what makes sense and what don't. I can, somebody bring something to me, I can decipher. So are these governors or something like this? People that are snatching up cities and states and jurisdictions and things like this under their belts and begetting the children, some kind of work labor or something. And that's why people, again, that maybe have gifts like me, that dedicate their whole life as a vassal of giving some form of an understanding or life and love. Is that why that's a problem? And that we're going to shoot our mouths off and continue to shoot our mouths off at unjust things that are going on with the people in this land and all across the whole world. We have to start here first. If we lock down and we can't say nothing here, who else is going to be able to do it? We are the ones we've been waiting for. And America is where it starts. When we stand up, then every fucking body else will. I just see something there. I don't know why I'm in this energy today. I don't know why. I say that there's just something going on here. I cannot see it fully, but I don't like it. I don't like that energy. I don't like people being penalized for nonsense so that other people abusing power and authority because they don't like something. I don't know how un-American that is. Sounds, it is like the Twilight Zone. Because people want to stick to their agenda, their view on their point on this. Oh, well, this and that, the little things. None of that matters. We could keep focused on that shit and you won't have nothing left. I mean, dang, at least DeSantis, or I don't mean no disrespect, okay, because I got a lot of stuff that goes through my mind. At least, I mean, I don't know, they saying they're about to reestablish their military or something like that. I mean, I don't know what's going on. I see some people, allegedly, countries are starting to, how do we know those borders aren't within our walls? Okay, and again, where is our military? Damn, do we have one left? All this to stop something that's destined or ordained by God when it comes to the new people that are supposed to be coming in and ruling and reigning? Because people want to keep up with an old system that don't even work. Nobody's saying alter it all the way right away. No, but people that really care, that can work together, that can really get some. No, we got to wait until the Senate. We got to wait until this, that. I just don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just in a bubble. But maybe I just think that none of that even matters. If these things that are supposedly going on, I just really think, what does it matter? I guess it doesn't. I mean, I just guess it doesn't, because it's just like maybe somebody thinks it's too late. We're too far gone. I don't know what the energy is here. People have already sold out people and land and rights. I don't know. Again, I can't see that far in, but I think that Pelosi, and I do think that there's some, unless it's some play or some act that's going on, Pelosi and Biden, I don't know what's going on there. All I know is source tell me that I have a job to do, and I should be feeling safe and secure in doing that. And if they don't want to allow you to do it from there, you do it from where you're standing. Who begets I don't have my glasses on. One who gives birth to or nurtures and raises a child, a relative who plays the role of guardian, okay? Maybe even a steward, right? Which I think it has something to do with protector of the land. An organism, plant, or animal from which younger ones are obtained. Okay? So again, a plant. Like I said, what did I say? Okay? What did I say? When it comes to the whole movement within the community or anywhere, some of these people are, again, plants. They're not really who they say they are. They've been planted, a spy, a plant, or whatever. Okay? Or, someone that has been put there to, grow beside other plants. Right? But it may not be a native plant of that particular place. What another entity wants to do with that, I don't know. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it and people can't be grafted in or coincide. What I'm saying is when those particular people come in and end up all in powerful positions with fat pockets given to them by the government, that still, some would say, a certain group that already has always been here, something, and they can't give it to them, but they can give it to, that should be a problem on its own. Nobody, you know what I'm saying? For people that are looking for that type of payout. I don't know. But they talk about people like me. But again, nobody is even going to stand up and say, oh, heck no. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Should we all just sit down at our desk today and write a letter of concern and just whether somebody's going to read it or not and mail them all to the White House just to let them know? So they can't say that you're inciting a riot or you're doing these things? And have the people in the media read those letters that come directly from the people? Those concerns? A parent looked after a child until it is an adult. I can't help that I can see between the smoke and mirrors. I can't help that I can sense energies and entities, past loved ones, that I can possibly telepathically communicate with individuals, that also governing forces possibly have this type of equipment that they can send direct signals and messages to people to interfere with that. I can't help that. This is what I see. I can't help that people want to talk around the fact and let it instead of ask me a direct question. Yeah, if you're gonna indirectly ask me something, you're gonna get an indirect answer. This is talking about something else here. Something else is going on here. We're talking overseers, lords that are using and abusing their power. Yes, the same lords, some of these lords that are in the Bible, and again, which are those who are presiding. The head lord, right, would be, or the father of the nation right now, whether you like it or not, would be Biden. So a child, when he stepped in that office, he beget us. So if he's not going to listen to our concerns and he's going to listen to the concerns of other nations, then I don't know. That seems like an absent father to me. And when we look back at this story, in his story, in ancient Egyptian energy, in Inanna energy, she had more power than her father anyway. When we look back at Sekhmet, she was the one that had to come back and avenge because she saw what was going on. When it goes to Esther, when it goes to all, but again, they want to create a narrative to call it witchcraft or something you should be afraid of, or COVID or the new variant, because somebody, it's almost like, oh, just how they call women the B word because she, might be a little passionate about what she's saying or something. So something gets heightened and it's gonna blow the wraps off of whatever they got going on. Oh, blame it on COVID. And subconsciously, you're getting trained to hate people that are come here to heal you, in us, in the land. It's crazy to me. But that is all.